Well, thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about the new high school and everything.
Okay.
So breaking down to three parts. The first part is the final months here at this building. The second part is the big move and what's expected. And then the third part is at the new building. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So number one, when you think of Tahoma being here for 40 years, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
We've been here for a while.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Just straightforward. Right. Let's go back in time for a moment. It's your first day being here at Tahoma. What were you feeling at the time? What was going on through your mind?
Oh dear Lord, how did I get here?
Paranoia?
Yeah.
I love this interview so far. All right. After 40 years of making history in this building, how do you think the new student body that will be coming to the building will have the responsibility of carrying on the legacy and even some new ones?
Can you repeat that? I lost you.
All right, let me break it down. So, how will the new student body coming to the new building will have to carry on the legacy of Tahoma that we are carrying on to the new building, and how do you think they will make some new changes to the legacy?
No, they'll probably make some new changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only part of the question I got.
So that's your answer, right?
Yeah.
What kinds of memories do you think will be made here in the final months at this historical building?
I'm scared to answer that.
So,
They'll probably be really memorable.
what are your hopes for what will be expected from students and teachers as we get ready to close this building?
Probably stress from the teachers, seeing how they have to move quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fun, because I know my science teacher already packed up something we needed.
And last question for part one. What are you anticipating for the final months here at this building before turning off the lights?
Stress.
So basically, part one, stress. That's your
Yeah.
answer for. All right. So part two, the big move. What will the last day of school look like for you?
That's a good question. Probably happy that I am going to be moving to a new school and it isn't so far away from my house. I can walk.
How will this summer for you be different compared to previous ones?
My dad's probably putting me in driver's ed.
Okay. How do you think the students will prepare themselves over the summer for going to the new building, and how will you?
Okay, that's another good question. How are the students preparing?
Look at the questions.
Yes!
I just do a Q&A. You look at all the questions and just answer them.
So preparing themselves, I think the students might be like, I don't know, preparing themselves mentally because it's new.
How do you think the emotions and the feelings that you had when you were walking down these halls for the first time will be compared to the ones that you will have when you go to the new building?
Scared as in, what am I doing?
So 2 years ago, same feeling. Next year, same
It's always
feeling.
the same.
It's always the same. All right. And the last question for part two. What are you anticipating for the big move to the new building, whether or not you were involved in it or not?
Probably someone's going to start screaming. I know that. And then there's going to be stress.
So part three at the new building. How do you think the student body will prepare themselves for the first day compared to how teachers will?
I'm not sure how to answer that question. How do you think? Stop laughing.
I'm trying not to.
Will prepare themselves for the first day. Guess like it might be. I'm not sure. They're probably preparing themselves mentally. Like, this is new and I've never been here before.
What kind of steps do you think the juniors and seniors will have to face when it comes to getting used to getting around the building?
Probably will be holding a map for like forever.
What kind of environment do you think the building will be like with the two added classes, meaning the freshmen and sophomores?
I feel like there's going to be like a bit of issues because maybe not everyone's going to get along. And like it's a bigger environment, so there's more people.
What kind of steps will you be taking to introduce the freshmen, sophomores to high school life, while also at the same time getting adapted to being at the new building? Don't worry about
I will probably be hiding under a sink. I'm not joking.
How do you think you will be able to help freshmen, sophomores around the building while you yourself are trying to figure your way around the building?
Probably ask, where are you going? I don't know where I'm going. Yay, we're all screwed.
What do you see the first couple of weeks at the new high school looking like?
Panic and stress of everyone trying to find out, where am I?
As the year progresses, how do you think the staff and students will begin to get used to this transition?
Oh, you said staff and students. They'll be more used to it because it's like, oh, we've been here for like a little while.
For 9 months.
I slowly know where my classes are.
In the long run, a couple years down the line, how will the student body become more adapt to the new environment, as well as for the teachers?
Just like they'll know how things work and how to get places.
So they'll know like where the classrooms are at and how to run the building.
They'll understand like how everything's gonna work.
And then final question, what are you anticipating for September 2017 to look like in the 2017-2018 school year?
Stress. That's probably it, my answer.
You're leaving. You're going to end your senior year with stress.
Yep. Because I still don't know what I'm going to do in my life.
All right, and that is it. Thank you for stopping by.
Yay.